Hey guys, I'm Cassim.
And I'm Fiona Nova.
And you're listening to the Cream Team Dream Stream, sponsored by the fine folks at heartaudiocables.com.
Use code KWIO at checkout at heartaudiocables.com to get 15% off your entire order.
That's right. And we're also available wherever you listen to your podcasts, including Apple and Spotify.
Thanks for listening.
Great work.
Hell yeah.
That made me come. We're live. It's the Cream Team Dream Stream. It's Cassim and Fiona.
Thank you so much, Case, for that wonderful introduction to our podcast, the Cream Team Dream Stream, starring Cassim G, Fiona Nova, and Case Blackwell.
Great to be here. We're back. We're finally...
Jesus.
We summoned Odin's crows.
Right there, huh?
Jeez,
what a bitch.
Quote the Raven.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Cream Team Dream Stream. We are back in the yard. We are in person after a long weekend. A long weekend away. Fiona was in San Diego.
I was
also in
not.
San Diego.
When?
I went the weekend before you.
Right,
You guys
that's
doing
true.
another pod for that way?
Yeah, we did we made a deal with the city of San Diego.
We got to do it outside of LA so we can't get in trouble.
The stream is brought to you by, and the podcast is brought to you by heartaudiocables.com. Go there, save yourself 15% by using the promo code KWIO, QUIO. Get yourself a Cream Team Heart Audio Collabo t-shirt. Get something nice for yourself. Get something nice for your significant other, your partner. It's $26 before you save 15% on it, bitch. And there's also other stuff that they have there that you may be interested in as well, like replacement headphone cables, XLR cables,
What? I didn't know
all
you
kinds
were
of nice stuff
grabbing.
for you budding content creators and or audio files.
Yeah.
And that's the only type of files that are served at heartaudiocables.com. Promo code QUIO.
Cinephiles?
Not tax files.
Well, I guess we could do cinephiles.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking about the cinephiles.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, nothing.
How are you?
Oh, nothing. Just Kate Middleton's dead.
Still?
Okay, all right.
Dude.
Still
I
dead?
have this
No,
on the
she's
news.
dead, guys. You guys, there has been no sign of life from her.
Damn, no news is
can
bad
you-
news.
Go
Can you pull
click,
up the-
Yeah.
pull
link
up
that
the
I have in
TMZ.
document?
That
Because-
is not them. That
because-
is not them.
because-
That looks like a 22-year-old woman.
TMZ posted.
Did she just get an abdominal surgery?
Maybe.
Yeah, right.
You are so far down the
Dude.
TikTok rabbit
Dude,
hole. You don't
look
know
at
which
this.
way's up, what's
Dude,
real.
I don't even think it's them. I think if we really acknowledge,
They're like, hey, here's a video of us. We're
no,
out
it's
in
not
the
them.
We're
Look,
doing
when
something
does she
together.
walk like that? Also, her hair's not that long. She just had abdominal surgery. She's walking that fast.
Oh wait, that's her.
That's not
Yeah.
her.
Can you go full screen on
Yeah.
this?
It's not her, guys. I'm sorry. It's not her.
Could've let me.
It's a
They're fucking-
portrait
they're-
of a
dude,
landscape.
They're
on a
fucking
landscape
playing.
street.
They're fucking playing us.
Wait, how is that not her?
It's
I mean, I'm not saying
her.
it necessarily
Look,
is.
it's
I
not
just-
her. Look, I'm sorry.
Tell
that's
me
not
why that's
Kate.
not her.
Her hair's too long. She's walking too fast. She just had abdominal surgery. It also doesn't look like her. It just looks like another
How do we
blonde.
know she had surgery?
Because
we got
they
the
said
slow-mo.
it. They said that she was in surgery.
Who
or
said?
she. They said
The
that
castle?
she. No, she said that she had a health scare.
To me, she looks like an incredibly generic, like
And
attractive
that's
white
not
lady.
her. That's not her.
Well, I
Are
just mean
we-
like I can't tell the difference.
Are we in Looney Tunes? That's
Are
not
you
her.
in Looney Tunes, dude?
That's not her. They are fucking.
Do you think
they are fucking playing us right now?
Do you think the castle went to TMZ and was like, "Hey, can you run this
Dude,
story?" Because people think. That
Can we
killed her?
just get her on camera? Why are we getting cryptic photos that on videos
She's
that we're
encrypted
never,
now.
dude? We're
Dude,
not getting
The
any
most
information.
boring cryptid
Dude,
of all time.
just get her on an interview. Can we have a clear photo? This is like aliens, right? Like the UFOs. Everyone never gets a clear image of Kate
That's
Middleton or
not
UFO.
true.
No one gets ever
They
a
just
clear
dropped new
image.
aliens, dude.
Oh, look,
That's-
here's a still frame.
That is not her,
Here's a
bro.
still frame in
I'm so
case
sorry.
anybody-
That's not her. That looks
she looks
so
like
young.
she was just on Love Is
She
Blind
literally
or
looks
something.
so
She does
young.
look like a Love Is Blind contestant.
She
That's
looks
true.
so young.
She's
That is
in
not
between
her.
reality show seasons.
That's not her.
Then who is that?
It's another
Is that
woman.
the prince?
I don't even know if that's the prince.
Is that Prince?
I don't even know.
These look like two folks in
Who is
Idaho.
that?
They look like high school sweethearts that live in Idaho. You're right, dude.
Dude, that's
You're telling me
not
that's
her.
royalty?
That's not royalty.
No.
Also,
Well, Harry used to look like royalty, and then the
also
curse
she
of
looks.
being royal.
I'm
caught up with
sorry.
him.
This looks like a 27-year-old. She looks like
Okay, that's not Kate.
Look.
It looks like like Kate from here.
No,
maybe
it doesn't. She looks super
Maybe she
young.
lost a lot of. Maybe she had work done.
Dude, I'm sorry. That's not her.
I know some folks that were, they had to take time away from their content creation to get a plastic surgery job, but they didn't want people to know. And so they just kept posting their daily regular videos.
Right.
But they had them backlogged.
That's insane.
So one day they just showed up with plastic surgery.
That's insane.
But everyone's like, huh.
What if he's just Johnny Depping? Harry, I mean. Prince Harry? He's like, I only date people, 30 and under or whatever.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
he's just had her sort of taken out so he can replace her with a fresh model.
Like,
that's a great point. But she's got to look
that's
similar.
Not her.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
They're just going to say it's her, but it's clearly like a 21-year-old girl.
Is we are entering UFO alien territory here where we're never going to get a clear image of Kate Middleton when the answer could be very easy. Just have her say something.
If they wait long enough, it could be any old lady.
It could.
By the time she's 50,
it could.
she
That's
could
true.
totally different.
Exactly. So we're at a point where we don't have any. We're not getting any literal proof, like undoubt proof, right? Because even this shit is like, could it be her? Could it not be her? Can we just get a clear image of that she's okay? We have not gotten that.
I mean, it's a
not
pretty
once.
clear shot
it's
here.
It's literally not clear because I truly don't think that's her. I'm sorry, that doesn't look like her. I'm sorry. The woman, how old is Kate Middleton? Okay. This looks like a young
I think she's
girl.
19.
No one knows.
She's going to USC,
no
I'm pretty sure.
How old she is.
No one knows. It's
I'm
impossible
sorry.
to know.
Okay, I will not let slide the Photoshop thing. The Photoshop with photoshopping the kids, I just can't let slide.
Okay, so in your head, the conspiracy points to what?
We're never getting
what is actually happened?
Sorry.
You're saying she's dead?
I think she's no. So here's what I'm obviously I went through the TikTok hole. There's a lot of things.
You're the
that
most
could be,
educated person.
I'm the most educated person here. There is a possibility of divorce happening. Okay.
Because of a mistress.
Because of a mistress, I believe that this is what's happening. She has taken the kids, or more so, has taken the daughter, and is gone. She will not make a public appearance.
She's Liam Neeson, only the daughter.
She is gone. There is a possibility of abdication.
Yeah.
That
and abdominals.
Abdication, yeah. And I have
there
is a possibility that William, right? It's William, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
William becomes king, but because of this divorce, that this changes everything.
Oh, is William the older one? I've been saying Harry the whole time.
No, William's the older one, and
Harry's the one that flew the coop.
Harry's the one that's looking good. He's got a black girlfriend.
He fell in love with the show Suits.
Life is great. She lives in LA, probably. I don't know. But yeah, so William's gonna become king and doesn't have if the divorce happens, doesn't have a queen, so we'll need a queen.
Do we need a queen? We've had one for so long.
I don't know. But I'm sorry, but if you scroll up on this TMZ thing, and you just see these pictures, I'm sorry that
looks photoshopped.
So
too,
look at that. Look at that picture. Then look at the other picture above.
Okay.
Yeah, she just looks like she's not wearing makeup.
She's not looking good here. Then how the fuck does she look like that up there?
Well, have you ever seen Charlize Theron in Monster?
Yeah,
you can do a lot.
Then you look like that, and then you look like
it was
who?
Taken by a red light
then you look like this. Go up.
She's lost some weight. She's lost some weight.
She lost some weight. Honestly, that could be any two people from San
That's
Diego.
fine.
Speaking of
well,
San
she was
Diego.
always a lizard person, so
she
maybe
was,
they've swapped out the lizard.
The reality, guys, is that if I'm not getting a clear 4K image of her talking, I don't believe
If she doesn't go live,
I'll never be happy.
She needs to start streaming.
If she
needs to go live on TikTok.
But even if she went live, you'd just think it's AI. We've crossed the threshold of reality, us knowing by video that something's real.
She's got to go on Aiden Ross's stream and talk, and she's got to drop a freestyle, drop a couple N-words.
Yeah,
exactly. Please, just something. I need something because right now it's looking like they have not have. There is no video footage of her actually since everything that's happened.
This is crazy.
It's insane because
I
we've
thought the whole
we've
controversy
seen her
was put to bed yesterday. It actually just got deeper.
No, but I'm sorry. We get paparazzi photos of her every fucking day, every second of her life, and you're telling me this is the best we can get? Okay. This weird.
Well, she's
image?
not leaving the house.
But she's not leaving the house because she's what, in hospital? She's bedridden. She's sick.
Hospice.
She's in hospice, but she's walking like that. And she's fine?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Is the walk human? Let's
No,
double
the
check.
walk is human, but the walk is of someone who's healthy and has had really good recovery. I'm assuming because, I mean, an abdominal.
This is just a shitty
dude,
TMZ
what
video.
is this?
These are all Kate Middleton's actually.
Dude,
These
this
are
is
her other
what
forms.
this is the content we have to be making.
Well,
Dude, she looks.
She looks. Well, that's an old photo.
No, that doesn't even look like a real photo. Can we get an image of her? Can someone pull up their phone and take a picture of her, please?
Can someone make it so
Please,
she's pictured,
please?
please?
Okay, so this is still an ongoing mystery.
Yeah.
I'm
according to
sorry.
you.
Like, are you telling me suddenly the paparazzi isn't there to get her images?
Maybe she really is becoming a cryptid. I mean, all the photos are kind of blurry. The videos.
They're all
it's-
blurry.
If she swings those arms a little more,
It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, if
It's
she
weird. No
hunches a little
security.
bit.
Where's the security?
I think
What is
behind
this?
them,
The royal? This is what happens with the royal?
I mean, I'm assuming the security could be this guy.
No,
right
it's that's a couple.
How are they allowed to just walk
That's
around?
That's Joe Biden in the back right there.
That's a couple.
Hey, there's Fort.
She's security.
She's
Looking good.
who? Where? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Who's in those bags?
What is happening?
Who are they carrying
It
in
gets
those bags?
blurry.
If that was
we
my
have
friend, there'd be body parts in
we
those bags.
literally get 4K images of her anytime she walks out of the house, and you're telling me now we don't have that? Now we're unable to find her?
Okay.
This is kind of insane.
Well,
right?
royals
Or-
also will set up basically to be photographed at certain points. Like,
But like, there's always. Like,
well, I know there's also
always-
paparazzi shots, but sometimes like celebrities will lean into it and be like, "I'm gonna be here. Snap all your
Yeah,
fucking
for sure.
candidates."
But like, for example, this, right? You're telling me there was one guy with a shitty fucking camera. This is the shittiest camera anyone can have in 2024.
It's stylistic. It's like one music
It's-
video. You want to go
yeah,
with that DV
they
look.
wanted the high 8. They
Wait,
brought their
how
fucking
different is
high
this
8.
than your music video? Because to me,
I'm
they're the
just
same.
letting you know that if there was about 3 other people who could snap images here, we would have a clear picture.
If
But
it was
guess
just
what?
in 4x3 and had a little
guess
more
what?
grain added, it would be a music video.
Guess what? We did it. And there's absolutely no one at this, I guess, fucking, what is this? This
A
fair?
farmer's market.
This farmer's market that they're strolling in? Yeah, okay. You're fucking,
Okay.
you are fucking,
Yeah.
you are in fucking Looney Tunes if you think you're going to fool me. You're not going to fool me.
It's the year of the tunes.
You're not going
I
to
feel
fool
stupid
me.
because I thought this was it. and
Dude,
we're,
dude,
she's okay.
use that side of your brain that you use for the UFO stuff.
Right.
Use it here.
I'm
Because if
concerned that if
shit-
this isn't engaging
makes sense.
Kasim's
You
conspiracy
said no,
side.
yeah.
That
you
makes
have
sense
to,
to me.
You
Now-
have to
now you
use
put it
that
that
and
way.
engage it because this doesn't make any fucking
what we
goddamn
need is
sense.
the government to
we
release
need,
footage.
we
of
actually
her.
need 4K images.
Yeah.
We need
But it needs to
actual
be like
image.
forward-looking infrared.
We
Heat
need.
signatures.
We need. You know what
Smart.
we need? We need not the photoshopped image that she fucking made. Okay. We need an actual image of her. Just having her talk as if she's done it. She's done it for how many years now? Why is it suddenly not happening?
Maybe she's Amanda Bynesing.
That's
Maybe
possible.
she's like really going
she
off
might
the
be
deep end.
losing her fucking mind, and that's honestly fair. That's honestly fair, and I will never blame her for
Amanda
that.
Bynes has been in the news too.
Did you guys
for
watch the Hulu
Nickelodeon.
thing?
This could be
I
a
have
good
to
segue.
watch this. I
if
have
you
to
wanna
watch
move,
this.
Move
yeah.
to this new story. Nickelodeon. There's a new Nickelodeon documentary.
Kendall and I watched the first 2 parts last
I've
night.
never-
Oh, okay.
I have to
haven't
watch
watched
it.
it yet, but it's available on. Is it on Max? I think it's on Max now.
It's
but
on Max, yeah.
It's essentially the dark side of Nickelodeon's sort of like 90s, was
Jesus
it early
Christ.
2000s run of children's programming, specifically about a producer named Dan Schneider,
Ew.
who is being accused of sexualizing and being inappropriate with a lot of the
Of
young Nickelodeon stars.
Which person in this photo do you think is a pedophile?
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have to say so this is obviously
This
not
is all over the
shocking.
internet.
This is not shocking because one, Nickelodeon's logo was a literal foot. He
Yeah.
has a foot fetish.
He
has a
seems
foot
to.
fetish. I have seen all of these people's feet. Ariana Grande
slimed.
getting slimed. I've seen Ariana Grande's feet. I've seen Jeanette McCurdy's feet. I've seen every fucking of these women. I've seen feet.
And yet we've
okay?
never seen Schneider's
And
feet.
we've never seen Schneider's feet. And you're telling me they're like 13 years old and you're getting them to show your... I've seen Miranda Cosgrove put her fucking feet in the camera and fucking eat spaghetti with her feet. And you're telling me that's
This
not
is on
fucking
Nickelodeon,
weird?
huh?
Yes,
The
dude.
worst part of it for me was that there's a section on the Pickle Man, which is an insane...
What's the
that sounds
Pickle
like
Man?
a children's horror character or something.
What's
and
the-
it was, unfortunately.
That's what I
Dude.
call my dad. He loves pickling.
On all that, this was after... I stopped watching all that like right after I guess right after Amanda Bynes showed up because I just got too old.
Yeah.
But I guess some point between there and there, a guy kept showing up called the Pickle Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like a recurring character. He had a big plate of pickles.
Yeah.
And he would give people pickles, and they'd eat. They look like dicks. They'd do big
Right.
shots of them putting them in their
the big
mouths.
fat pickles?
Yeah,
Right.
there's a scene with Ray Romano where he literally slides a pickle into a glory hole, and then Ray Romano like
Oh, great.
lovingly eats
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Very fucking
weird.
But then
Fucking
it turned out he
weird.
was a full-on pedophile that got caught like
That's so fucking
abusing
weird.
children.
You know, it's so interesting because I think back on SpongeBob, you know, the later episodes of SpongeBob, because that's really where my heart's at. And
Sure.
SpongeBob, at that time, in the first 100 episodes, they had the jokes were really like, there was a line, right? Because sometimes the jokes is like, only an adult can understand this. And then there's jokes that are for kids. But they were hitting a line, and I feel like Nickelodeon would always hit a line because it was like,
Right.
they had Nick at Night, and then
Nick
they
at Night.
had...
They had Ren and Stimpy when
They
I
had
was
Ren
a
and
kid.
Stimpy. Like, they've always been on the line when it came to, like,
Yeah.
sex stuff, right? Or like adult jokes.
Right.
So it's weird because, yeah, like when we were watching Nickelodeon at that time, we didn't find it weird because it was like Nickelodeon was kind of in that pocket.
Do you
Yeah.
want to see what struck me as the most insane clip? Outside of all the kids, there's also one of Ariana Grande pouring water on
Yeah.
herself that's extremely
Oh my god.
off-putting. But check
That's
this
the
shit
pickle
out.
guy?
This is the pickle
This
guy.
is like you on Attack of the Shows. Is a bit weird.
This is a bit.
Unfortunately, I did think of that, but this guy is a full-on pedophile.
Is
Yeah.
that Dan Schneider?
That's
No,
Ray Romano,
that's Ray
I think.
Romano.
That guy.
No, that's just someone he hired. But check out how insanely suggestive this is.
Oh my god.
And then he like
At least they didn't
stares
put
at
any,
it.
like, at least they didn't have any kids doing this.
I'm sorry, it's Pickle Boy, not Pickle,
Pickle
Man.
Boy.
He was calling his card.
Pickle Boy's even worse.
Yeah, he loved two things, and they were both in his name.
I will say, oh.
Isn't that fucking?
If you put your if your lips touch the pickle before your teeth, that's the gayest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, and he's two-handing it, as Chad is pointing out.
Can I say?
Here's when I know you're gay, okay? If your
Okay.
lips touch a pickle before your teeth, and if you close your eyes when you hug another man. Okay, that's how I know you're gay.
You are so stupid for that.
Can I also say that this makes so much sense because everyone's been wondering what the hell's going on with Amanda Bynes, and you see her, she's like, I've stopped making episodes of my podcast because of all the like.
Amanda Bynes is
she's
losing it.
And I was like, what happened to her?
Well,
Yeah.
This explains so much of it, and I feel like
This is like her main mentor when she was like 13 to
dude,
18.
wasn't she like she was the literal star of all that, right?
And she got her own show, and
She
Dan
had her
Schneider
own
produced
show,
all of
yeah.
them.
And but
yeah.
she was about what 11 years old at the time, like
Yes.
yeah. And
can I spill some tea?
I knew you had something about Amanda Bynes. I knew it. Something about you. I know you.
Why do you know that?
I just feel I knew you had something about it.
Well,
Oh.
back when I worked at Best Buy,
Oh,
okay,
yeah, okay.
we lived in we were their Best Buy store,
Right,
okay, the
right.
Bynes family, and a couple times,
Yeah.
they came in.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this is currently the family dynamic, but her dad would come in, and he was. We always got pervert vibes.
Okay.
He talked about like porn. He made a couple porn references.
Right. Right.
When he was
Great.
kind of like with his family, like shopping.
Weird,
It
weird.
felt a little inappropriate, but we were like, as long as you buy the service plan.
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
Right. Right.
It was like, ooh, Amanda Bynes' dad's kind of a creep. And I was like, that's Hollywood.
Yeah. Right.
And I remember that being a little weird and could explain that along with people like Dan Schneider in her life completely fried her brain. And
Yeah.
now she does what
I mean, I will say,
She does.
I unfortunately I do have to blame the parents for this because there's a world where I just could never imagine my mother ever seeing that happen and knowing this happens and then letting me keep
No,
doing
your
this.
mother would fuck.
My
Dan
my
Schneider
mother
up.
would actually kill him.
She
Like,
would fist
She
him,
would actually
pull
kill
out his
him.
intestines.
She would literally kill him.
Well, there's a similar story to that. Not someone fisting Dan
Yeah.
Schneider, although who knows, episode 4, I
Yeah.
haven't seen it yet. One of the actors' moms like made a big, like was making issues on set because she thought the kids were being mistreated. And
Yeah,
they
yeah,
just
yeah.
fired the kid and like
But good.
I mean,
But
ultimately
like, yes,
good
it's
for her.
good, but like,
Good for her and him. But I think at the time the kid was like, "You got me fired, Mom." It like hurt their relationship.
Of course,
you gotta
but
let your kids be abused if you want them to be stars.
No, I just mean you are in like
but
a
at least that
difficult
kid,
position.
at least that kid's not gonna
I'm
become.
serious.
Look at Amanda Bynes right now. She's struggling.
I know a few child actors, and I think they all have very weird stories in regards to being treated sort of inappropriately. And maybe they weren't full-on molested, but they were like molested adjacently or knew somebody was getting molested.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing I'm very conservative about. Is like when they all think Hollywood's just a giant pedophile ring, I go, yeah.
Nope. Yes.
I think we need to follow the lead of
Yes.
like Mexican comedies from the 90s, and all kids are just played by an old fat man
No,
who
right.
does a high voice with like big red roses on his cheeks.
But
Yeah.
I think that's way
that's-
safer.
Way safer.
I think we've lost the right to have kids in movies and
But
shows.
you know, like shit, like for example, I'm gonna even bring up Euphoria in this. Like, why are we talking? Like,
Euphoria's
why?
not aging well. I remember watching it and being so like, oh my God, Zendaya is so good.
I hated that show.
And then now like seeing how but to be fair to myself, when I watched that show, and I'm sorry to cut you off,
Yeah.
but when I watched that show, I did make the remark every episode being like, is this weird to anyone?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, it's just cool, like it's cool lighting, and these kids are cool, and it's like
I
it's-
also like the show, but I also hate it.
yeah. But it made me feel weird. And now Sydney Sweeney is the hottest thing in all.
Right.
And but like that guy he went on to go make that show that got canceled because I think The Idol.
Yes.
Yeah.
He went on to go make that, and that felt probably like, oh, this kind of has a lot of the stuff Euphoria has, but for some reason we're all over The Idol. And
Well,
Yeah.
it's The Idol is literally about a guy in his 30s like abusing a teen idol.
Like it was insane.
It
It
is-
just feels like this guy's weird wish fulfillment.
it's a weird fantasy world that he's created.
Yeah.
Same with-
I also think like I bring Euphoria in this because there was a moment in time where there would be so many shows about high schoolers and the things that happen in high school, and the way they would cast is like, hey, you have to be 18 and older,
Yeah.
but you have to look like you're 15, 16. Like even that casting
Yeah.
is weird because it's like, okay, why do you need them to be 18 and older? Obviously because you're going to have fucking drugs and sex and alcohol.
Yeah.
But you have to look 15, 16 for it. And a
In
lot of these
Hollywood,
shows,
you are like, you get way more work if you look younger.
yeah, of course. And it's just
And
weird
but
that
you're
the
actually-
stories, like the stories we were showing and like the shows that are coming out is like a lot of high schoolers doing weird shit like that.
My other big problem with Euphoria, and if people disagreed with me on this, but like there's the main jock character who's like kind of the villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they also present him as like the sexiest thing ever.
Dude,
Right.
yes,
Like,
it's
I
actually
And
insane.
sympathetic towards
yeah.
the end of it.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's
they kind of try to
insane.
make the abuse sexy. Like, oh my God, he might hit me and like literally
Another
racially
no,
profile me, but
literally
he's so
another
hot.
So
another dude. It's fucking weird because another example of this is 13 Reasons Why, which was an actual insane show. I don't know if any of you guys
No,
watched
never
it.
I've seen bits of it. I've seen
Oh
clips.
my god, I watched it when it just came out. Also, this was like produced by Selena Gomez apparently, and
Really?
this was yes, and
That kinda
this
makes
show,
sense, actually.
this show, like they took out a scene. There's a graphic. The way like this is triggering to anyone. This is a trigger warning. Is like they had a graphic suicidal suicide. Not attempt.
Well,
Like
the basic
actual
premise
happen.
of the show is like, I committed suicide, but isn't it kind of
She
like...
literally, it is actually insane. The way I was like, you filmed that?
Yeah. But
You filmed that?
the whole show is almost retroactively justifying this person's
It's
suicide.
insane.
It's literally the fantasy you have as a kid, like Huck Finn seeing his own
Yeah.
funeral. Like,
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
everybody be so sad if I
It's
died?
insane. It was so insane, and these were all high schoolers. It's like, what are we talking about?
Currently I'm only watching shows with 600-year-old feudal Japanese men in it. So
I've been
I go the
watching
other
that
way.
too, yeah.
I go the other way. I need centuries old
Yeah.
Japanese
I need
samurai.
strong, authoritative daddies to tell me how to
was-
feel.
It was insane. That was insane.
Nickelodeon was one of those things where it's like I miss parts of it. I miss Family Double Dare. I miss the sliming. I miss digging through the nose for the flags.
Ew.
But then I don't miss a lot of the terrible sitcoms because a lot of these articles were like, Dan Schneider was he was a prolific producer that produced some of the best kids television that still airs today. And you look at it, and it's just like really schlocky,
It's
bad,
fucking
like,
weird.
Yeah, just
It's like someone going to eat a hot dog and getting yanked out of the bun. It's like half
yeah,
of the
yeah.
comedy in
fucking
and
those
the
shows.
laughs are so
Weird.
artificial. And it's like, man, that's how we grew up. And it's like, no wonder I'm not a real artist.
Right?
This
we
is
saw things that were half-assed that were just fucking shit.
Well, he wanted to like make really he just wanted to make friends, but he was stuck at Nickelodeon.
No, I just think I think Nickelodeon, it just is weird because we are at a time where we see that and we're like, that's fucking weird. But when it was airing, this was the humor Nickelodeon established for years.
When did slime
Was always
become?
that. Slime was always there.
But like, remember they sold GAC? We wanted slime so bad we went to Walmart to buy it. And
Dude,
Kmart.
slime, even just like the Kids' Choice Awards, for example, and
Oh,
everyone
getting
getting
slime.
slimed, like that was the main attraction. All I can remember was Katy Perry accepting a Kids' Choice Award and slime literally darting into her fucking face. I think she got a concussion. I don't know if anyone remembers that. She literally got it fucking. She opened the box and it got fucking.
I
it
mean,
was
so
really,
much of the stuff was just people
Dude,
getting goo on them.
Dude, but it wasn't even like the way that the velocity at which the slime hit her. It was like basically a gun to her head. Like it was actually insane.
That's another thing they show in this
The
that I didn't realize
pressure
was a
was
thing.
insane.
They did Fear Factor basically on all that. So
Yeah.
they would like put the
Yeah.
kids in like bowls full of scorpions. They'd like cover them and stuff and have
Yeah.
dogs lick it off. It was
They
very
had a lot
weird.
of, it was like a lot of kids doing shit, but it was like the kids network, right? It was like,
Yeah,
this
they
is
had
what,
shows like Wild and Crazy Kids. You know,
Yeah,
where
that's
they put a
fucking
bunch of kids.
weird.
They put like Omar Gooding like soaking a bunch of kids on like a grassy
Yeah.
field. Like there was
a lot of like weird kid shows.
One
Like
thing we need to take away and a positive from all that is Mark Summers, the guy who did Double Dare.
I've met him. He seems like a nice guy. I hope you're not
I
about to
think
say
he's
he's
back.
also been proven to be
No, he's back. I think he has
Okay.
a podcast. I think he's
Okay,
he's
good.
wholesome. So if we're gonna try and focus on the wholesome stuff, like let's focus on Mark Summers. There's something Freudian about being slimed and wanting to watch people be slimed that I don't want to really dig into, but they did really like inundate us with slime, and slime became like it's not your parents' slime, and it was just like it was a very messy 90s for me.
yeah,
I mean, I think the
yeah.
horniness of Nickelodeon, like the weird 9 to 15-year-old, like vaguely horny, just kind of gross thing retrospectively, has probably been replaced by like streamers and YouTubers, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Who also do
Right.
that shit constantly, but I guess at least hopefully they're doing it to themselves.
It's a little weird. I'm like, yeah. Now that you bring it up, like
Streamers just replace slime with actual jizz.
Well, because like I'm thinking about like Cartoon Network or Disney Channel. Like they never, obviously Disney Channel had their own issues, right?
I'm assuming.
But I don't think they really hit that sexual part.
It was less slime based, for sure.
You know what I mean? It was like
it was
little,
a cleaner.
There's less
a
goo
little-
flying around.
Yeah.
No, that was a cleaner
was a
grooming. Not
cleaner
saying
grooming.
they're definitely not off the fucking table, but it was definitely, it was like the cleaner
It's
grooming.
like Justin Timberlake, Ryan Gosling, Britney Spears,
Like
you know,
Miley
that-
Cyrus.
There is. I was trying to talk about this with Kendall, actually. There is a weird pipeline, though, between, like, child star and then, like, as soon as they're 18, like, sexually awakened.
Oh yeah, all the Disney
And I do feel like
stars.
Disney's part of that
Yeah,
transition. but
absolutely. Disney stars. It's like you can see it happen. So it was like Miley Cyrus went through that. Demi Lovato, Selena Gomez.
And I'm not saying they shouldn't be able to do that, but I do feel like Disney still hornies them up a little bit.
they
slightly.
make them like sexy, but they don't do the weird feet, like the weird
Yes, it's
fetish
less-
things. It's just but they do sexy them.
Yeah.
because they make them like pop stars and like they have like cute outfits and stuff, and they're superheroes and stuff. So it's like weird, but Nickelodeon has always been on the fucking weird side. You even mentioned Ren and Stimpy. I was like, how is that show
Yeah,
even?
to be fair,
on
Ren
that
and Stimpy
fucking-
was like a late night cartoon before I think it went to Nickelodeon. But still, the fact remains that they aired Ren and Stimpy on Nickelodeon, and there are scenes in Ren and Stimpy. I just watched one that was on Reddit the
Yeah.
other day. It was like Ren being really jealous of Stimpy's fame, and then like in the middle of the night, like plotting to kill him. And
yeah.
I'm like, this is my shit.
I saw
Yeah.
an unaired episode of Ren and Stimpy once where it's just them hanging out with like bikini models with their tits out.
Yeah, there's one Ren and Stimpy
So
episode
good.
too where I forgot which one was Ren and Stimpy, but there's one at a call center, like he's at a sex line.
Ren is the little chihuahua.
Yeah.
And Stimpy's the
I
fat
think it
cat.
was. I think he's the fat cat. Wait, no, I'm thinking of something else. Then what's the one with the cow?
Oh, you're thinking of Rocco's Modern Life.
Yes, Rocco's Modern Life. There's one.
love Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life. There was a fucking guy
Yeah.
in a sex call center.
Uh-huh.
There was an episode of that. So
he worked for a sex hotline?
yes, there was one like that.
Rocco's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy both shared like there was a grime to the shows, like a
The dentist
disgusting-
episode of Ren and Stimpy still is stuck in my brain. They like yank people's teeth out and then they show this weird like
Ew.
strand sticking out of
Yeah,
their gum.
yeah. No, they do that. SpongeBob's kind of hitting that now.
Yeah.
Where I don't know why they're going back to the Ren and Stimpy stuff
Yeah.
with SpongeBob, because SpongeBob wasn't as gory, and now it's kind of like gross.
Yeah, they never like got bloody with Ren and Stimpy, but it was like
But
it was like body
weird.
dysmorphic.
Yeah, it's body
It was there
dysmorphic.
were plenty of fluids though, like a fluid heavy show. Like
yeah.
it was just like everything was wet.
Stimpy's ass was always like out and kind of spread.
Always really rough.
yeah.
But even like, yeah, I'm thinking of like Cat Dog and like those things where like even the what was it? Rocco's Modern Life, was it Rocco's Modern World or Life?
Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life. The
Rocco's
fucking cow, the udders was like
Yeah.
weirdly. You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
something about that
They're,
too.
like,
was-
plump.
yeah, they're plump.
You're like,
They're
I wonder what
juicy,
that
and you
would
want to
feel
like
like in my
squeeze
mouth.
it. Yeah.
You
Well,
want
I
to
Put
mean,
it in your mouth.
They do say all media is about sex and death, and I do think kids shows kind of have to go with death.
Yeah, they kind of have to.
like, and so a lot of them do. Most Pixar movies are about somebody dying.
Yeah, I just, you know, what I feel bad for, I'm going to watch it, but I remember seeing someone, I think Drake Bell gets interviewed or something.
Yeah, I think that the way I watched the trailer yesterday, and
Okay.
they made it seem like he was coming out with
But
a
also
story.
Drake Bell, isn't he like...
That was
didn't-
Nickelodeon after my time. I don't really know who he is.
Drake
but I
and
know he was on-
Josh, but
I know he was on the
Drake
show.
Bell was like, but like, what's the difference between Josh Peck, where he got like a role in Oppenheimer, and Drake Bell, who had to escape to Mexico and call himself a Campana, like the Mexican, the Spanish version of Bell or
Yeah.
something? What happened here?
Well, I mean, apparently he was pretty
I
thoroughly
know.
abused.
But did not Josh Peck get also abused? What
I don't
happened?
know. Yeah.
Yeah, you always hope that your kid's the one that's next to the kid getting molested, because then you just go
That's
you go on to
insane.
Oppenheimer, and the other one
Well,
runs for the border.
They literally, what's his face? Leonardo DiCaprio was like a teen actor on the set of a lot of these shows too. So there's all sorts of photos of him like just hanging out with these pedophile people.
Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio. Oh, yeah, of course.
Leo manages to, like, I don't know.
He's touched everything.
I hope before I die, there is a tell-all, maybe even a Leo narrated documentary about his own life, because this dude crushes so much puss, but no one ever talks about it.
Dude.
This dude does all kinds of drugs. You see him doing cocaine at the Super Bowl.
No,
No one ever has come out and said he's got a problem, he's got this. All he does is just fucking banger movie after banger movie, 20 mil paycheck after 20 mil paycheck.
He is seriously damaged, Cassim. He's seriously damaged.
I agree, but I'm saying he's wrapped it up nicely.
No,
and
he
is
hasn't.
not wild and out for the world to see, like Amanda Bynes has got a face tattoo and her eyebrows are bleached.
Maybe that's why they all want to win an Oscar so bad. Is if you do, you're wrapped in that. It's like a protective film.
I just think he's so. I just think he's so
That's like the Pussy
outside
Posse.
of the world
Do you
right
know
now.
that he was in a group called the Pussy Posse?
No.
Who else was in this group?
Tobey Maguire. Pull up Pussy Posse. I want to
Sorry,
blow
starting
Fiona's
with Tobey
mind.
Maguire
There's
really
a
got
group.
me.
There's a group of men with Leo, Tobey Maguire, David Blaine, and one of them. This is a group of teen actors. They call themselves a Pussy Posse. Okay. What's his name? Kevin from Entourage.
Oh God, if there's an Entourage guy in here, that's
Yeah,
just
there
great.
is. But I need a group photo. See if we can find a group
Yeah.
photo or a list.
Yeah, this article's doing one of those cute little like 3-paragraph intros that they love
Lucas
to
Haas is in it.
Wait, what
It's
is
like they let Lucas
happening?
in because they were they felt bad for him.
They called themselves the Pussy Posse?
Yeah.
Oh, is this
What
them?
does that
There
even mean?
they are.
Oh my
There's the
God!
Pussy
Of course,
Posse.
Entourage was in on this.
Yes. Kevin O'Connor, I think his name.
Wait,
is.
I'm confused. Oh, is it a band?
No, they just they gave themselves that name because they took down and they mowed down so much
Dude,
puss.
That's
in the
so
90s.
that is so disgusting. That is
You
so
didn't know about the
dude,
Pussy Posse?
that is so cringe.
These are actually the 4 forms of Dan Schneider when he splits.
Dude, that's so cringe. So you're telling me these fucking white guys gathered up fucking pre-game and be like, yeah, pussy,
That's
and then
right.
just went out on town.
And they all just hid behind Leo as he like made his way through the crowd.
Dude.
And Leo would pluck whoever they wanted, and then they would toss a girl to Lucas
Yeah.
Haas.
They're like
and Lucas
dolphins
like,
riding the wake of a big ship.
Like what,
Lucas
like
was like a fucking starving. Like, Leo's like, give one to Lucas. Kevin O'Connor's on fucking Leo's shoulders, like, where are we going next, boss?
this is so ew.
This does look.
This is so ew. And look at fucking
This
Leo.
looks like it's gonna be in a
Dude.
Netflix documentary in
Dude.
10 years. As like a
This
slow
is-
zoom
this,
photo.
I'll be
on
honest,
its music
it's
plays.
unfortunate, but this is a movie.
It's
a
weird that anything
movie.
Leo's done, it never goes past. Look at these crazy dudes. It's
know
like
what it
always
is?
like he's protected. He's got a fucking cocoon
You know
of
what it
like
is?
agents, managers, publicists.
Can I tell you the moment when that's all gonna fail is when he puts a fucking does a bad performance. The only reason he's protected is because unfortunately he's actually talented. I actually think the reason he's able to get away with all of this and no one bats an eye is because he is making banger after banger because he's on these fucking good movies and he's a really good actor.
It's like Kanye releasing that latest album. People are like, shit, I do like it.
Yeah, like Kanye is a great example, right? Like Kanye has done some insane things, but everyone's gonna listen to his fucking music.
I'll tell you right now that the best day of Tobey Maguire's life is when Leo tells him he did a good job in a movie. Like if
Or when he looks over to the bed next to him in the Marriott.
I'm sorry, I don't even know who any of these people are other than the 2 other people. Who are those people?
Lucas Haas, and Kevin.
Who is that small
This-
leprechaun
He's
in
a
the
very
middle?
small. He is an small Irish man. He was in a show called Entourage, which was a really hot, problematic show
Oh, okay.
for a while.
Where he basically played like a pussy leprechaun. Like he would just
A
sort of
pussy
he'd catch the leavings of his giant star
Dude,
friends.
What?
Like the
who
models he
is
cast
the other
aside.
guy,
Right.
dude? Like, who are you guys?
Dude, it's,
I would be embarrassed to be here. I would be embarrassed.
They're proud.
would-
I think they're
Dude,
proud.
of course they are.
I scroll down and little Fiona's just next to them.
Dude, ew.
I need to know, and I don't think I'll ever know. I just need to know details about Leo's life, and the fact that I don't have access to it bothers me. And I feel like I should do a freedom of information request from the government. Like I should have access to his private details because he's so public.
I think the only thing
Private.
you can sort of construct American society around the show Entourage and the fact that for a brief period it was considered prestige TV.
Dude,
The
the
that's
fact we took that
fucking
show
weird.
seriously will never stop being funny to me.
Oh my
It
god.
absolutely was like every Sunday you had to go and watch Entourage and then talk about it the next
You're like,
day.
do you see Chuck Liddell showing up in the latest episode of Entourage? Dude, he fucked Turtle up. It was crazy. It's really smart, though, actually. It really says a lot about Hollywood.
Jeremy Piven, he got hair for that role. He got hair.
That
for this role.
That was a role he was clearly born to play, of just coked up guy yelling through an entire HBO
Absolute
series.
piece of shit. He plays Ari Manuel. He's based on a real agent, and it's just about Adrian Grenier, who is the most wooden actor you've ever met, right?
Yeah.
But he in this show is the star.
Yeah.
And they are his entourage, right? So it's his brother, his manager,
Okay.
his friend Turtle.
Okay.
It's all based on Mark Wahlberg's life.
I see.
Yes.
See. Okay.
Okay, and so
It's a one-to-one.
it's a one-to-one, and it's essentially his navigating Hollywood, getting roles, auditioning.
Right.
The big arc was him getting Aquaman. And it was like, oh, they'll never make Aquaman in a show. This is hilarious TV. Years later, they make Aquaman. And it was just like, my old podcast, Jamie Lynn Sigler was on the show.
Yeah.
Like it was like if you were a working actor, your goal was to get on Entourage.
Okay, I see.
It's sort of the way mobsters like ended up watching Goodfellas, and instead of it being about mobsters ended up being about Goodfellas.
Yeah.
I think
like-
that kind of happened to Hollywood, where like a lot of people are like, okay, I guess I have to aspire to the Entourage lifestyle.
You have to like, is it like one of those shows like One Tree Hill or like Grey's Anatomy where everyone has at least touched it in some way?
It's on HBO, so it was a little cooler,
Okay,
and they
okay.
showed tits.
Oh, okay.
So there was like always every episode tits.
Yeah. It
Every
was like
episode.
wish fulfillment for like, I think, slightly older men to be to like
Right.
feel like they were a Hollywood insider.
Right,
Was like the basic
okay.
appeal of the show.
Okay.
So it was mostly like really doofy guys fucking
Right.
models, and then being like, wow, I love Turtle.
Right.
What else did you do, Mark Wahlberg? Put it in an episode.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And even though they were all equally assholes, for some reason one of them is supposed to be stupid, and they like
Yeah.
shit on him all the time.
Right. Okay.
Yep. I think I've met almost every actor from that show, and I will tell you the nicest one, Kevin Dillon, sweetest guy.
Which one's that?
He's drama. He
Oh,
plays
okay,
drama.
that makes sense.
He's Matt Dillon's brother.
Yeah.
He was known as Matt Dillon's brother for a long time. Kevin Dillon, sweetest guy in the world. The rest of the guys,
Okay.
Well, and the one closest to putting on an actual comedic performance, I will say, is Drama. He's like sort of actually doing a bit, and the rest of them are just kind of like nodding and staring at models.
He made that show. He made the medicine go down.
Yeah.
Right.
The sweet,
He
sweet
made the
poison.
medicine go down. And Jeremy Piven was great in that show, but I think once you realize he's pretty much just that guy in real life, you go like, this is not as he's not as talented as maybe we think he is. But that's
I see.
Entourage. Today you learned about the
Okay.
Pussy Posse
Dude,
and Entourage.
This is scary to me.
This will be
but-
you in a couple years, Fiona.
What do you mean?
You
It'll-
just wish you were in
It'll
it.
be
No, I
like you,
do
that girl from
not.
Mean Girls.
Go from me, come on, Renee back.
Yeah, you and Renee Rapp, two other
No.
people.
No.
What else is on that
not me.
list there?
Yeah, let's.
I
look,
think
what else is
there's some
there?
other news that we should probably talk about. Oh yeah,
Mr.
okay.
Beast?
Mr. Beast and Pornhub.
Okay.
Mr. Beast.
I love those
They're
two
not-
words.
they're not-
Not
Connected.
related, unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Beast is getting a show. We announced this. It was like a $100 million deal with Amazon, and with that comes a new reality competition show that's going to air. And he said it's going to blow our minds. It's going to be the biggest competition show that's ever been aired.
Okay.
And it's going to be a $5 million prize. And he's like, imagine Squid Games, but bigger and better. And
When I watched Squid Games, I thought that if
I
this was
know,
bigger,
if only
only
someone
more people
could
could die.
If only someone could do something bigger and better.
yeah, and he still wants to.
than
And part of
produce
what
Beast Games.
part of what I put on this, put this article on was because of there was like a quote in there where he was like, "I'm doing this because I want to show people that YouTubers can cross over."
Dude, like
And-
no one at any point thought YouTubers could not cross over. What fight
Well,
are you
I
fighting?
think that is the kind of thing you say if you're like already making way too much money.
Also,
And
that's
he's
the
in
kind of
such
thing
a
you
weird
say.
Space. He's like above whatever a YouTuber is. He is not it.
Also-
he is
I don't know.
so in his own
Also-
atmosphere and orbit.
He's like
also-
a game show demon. I don't
I
know.
will say also that's the only thing you'd say if you have nothing else to fight for. Like you have no other morals or problems in your life
Yeah.
to fight for. So the way he could easily say, I'm trying to show this is my big moment to show that YouTubers can cross over.
Yeah.
Like you're not even like what is the fight here, my guy? What
yeah.
are you proving?
He basically has his own production company. There's nothing stopping him from just making something artistically
If
fulfilling.
it wasn't Amazon Studios doing it, he would have done it himself because he can't.
Art doesn't get views, Case.
Well, crossing over for him just means being a huge success in a different genre. It's just
Exactly.
such- I
Okay.
mean, I don't know.
Right,
What the
right.
part that really stuck out to me was he was like, also we're gonna be doing it the YouTube way and not, and I
What
was
the
like,
fuck
this
does
is an
that
opportunity
mean?
for you to like do something better. than
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And so if it's just gonna just be more of the same, but on Amazon, like I don't know if I
Like, what are you going to do?
I guess it'll still be a huge success.
In this article, it
course.
also says his YouTube videos cost $3.5 million per video, which I was like, that's TV money.
Yeah,
and like a
like-
good TV.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Per episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about, we could get the Pussy Posse to do 10
Absolutely.
episodes.
We could at least get the Pussy Posse to cut like a Rolex commercial.
Right,
for that amount of money.
The Pussy
There was a
Posse.
tweet he made recently that was like, I just want to say, like, I've really started slowing down the pacing in my videos, and like, I wish I would have done this a long time ago. Like, it's way better. And we're like, yeah, thank God.
Thank God.
I literally
We've been
put,
saying that for years.
Thank God.
I was talking about a Mr. Beast story on stream the other day, and I clicked on his first video, and he immediately screams. He's like, "I got it!" I was like, "Ah!" It literally jump scared me.
That's
he
actually.
he slowed down to like 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, he slowed down as in he just got more
He's
employees
like, I'm
to
letting.
give him.
I think he used the phrase, "I'm letting stuff breathe more."
What the fuck does that even mean, dude?
I don't think
Also,
there's 2
you're
seconds
not
without somebody
real.
screaming or saying
Also,
something.
you're not fucking real.
I'm up to 200 breaths a day.
You know, he's kind of like, you remember when Ninja was like super popular, and like there was a world where I was looking at him and I'm like, dude, you're not fucking real. Like, you're so fucking like. There's
Kendall
no
was the
way
first
you're
female
weird.
to play games with Ninja on stream.
The first female.
Yeah, he like wouldn't play with women. That's a cool thing he was doing.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, right, I remember this. Or like, was
Yeah.
it like he said his wife makes him sandwiches?
I don't know,
Dude.
but it was somehow a big deal that he like ordained himself to play with a lady on stream.
Dude, that's dope.
Dude,
She must be
that's-
so honored.
That's insane.
Yeah, she was deeply honored.
But I just like, this guy doesn't look real. Like, I feel like I'll meet him and I'm like, dude, what? Who? Like, well, who sent you? Who sent you? What planet are you from?
There's a lot of these guys that don't
I
feel
know.
real.
Like, Kevin's like on the line. Sometimes I look at
Pereira?
Kevin. Yeah, sometimes I look at Kevin like, where'd you come from?
You know, I went to a tea festival with
Oh,
Pereira.
yeah,
You guys
how
were
was
out of
that?
town, but me and Kevin sipping assorted teas in the beautiful city of Beaumont. I don't know what
okay,
it was
right.
called, but Kevin's doing these. You know when Kevin does caffeine,
Yeah.
he's on one.
Yeah.
Remember he would
he's on
take a
the
bang
snooze.
before a
He's
show?
on the snooze. He's talked about this. He's on
He is
snooze.
Well,
snoozing.
he was on snooze and he was on caffeine.
Oh no,
So
I
I
love
got
Kevin. I
uncut
love.
Kev.
Oh, that
He was
makes
like,
me.
bang, bang,
So,
bang, 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 bang,
I love when Kevin's
Uncut
like that.
Kev, his
but
new
the
DVD.
crash is bad. You guys don't even know when Kevin crashes.
He's on the snooze.
He's on the snooze. He tried to get me on it. I was like, Kevin, you're fucking insane. Okay.
Dude, you would be cool on snooze.
No, I'm never gonna do snooze. That's like for actual addicts. I just think that like he's just so
Yeah.
on one right
I think
now.
if you're enough into like crypto and AI, you have to do snooze.
Yeah, it's definitely like a tech bro thing.
It's how you
I
see the
think. I think
lines
it's like a
in the
tech
code.
bro, cool bro thing. It's like, oh, I'm not gonna smoke cigarettes, but I'm gonna snooze. It's kind of like how vaping was.
Yeah.
And now it's like everyone vapes.
It's like those tungsten cubes they all
Dude,
had
yeah.
for a bit. They're like, what if
Yeah.
I could put this in my mouth?
But it's just so yeah. But Kevin,
What is it for? It goes on your desk.
dude, Kevin on caffeine is like the best. Kevin, like one drink in or on caffeine or but the 2 drinks he's crashing. Like once he crashes, then it's a little sad.
I usually bail before he crashes. I can't be around then because
The energy
It's like, I
is
gotta
off.
evacuate.
Yeah,
I
the
gotta get
energy
out of
is
the
off.
dodge.
But I love hanging with Kev all the time. Yeah.
Before we wrap up, we probably should mention that the Supreme Court sort of passed on some illegal immigration.
What?
They passed some illegal immigration law. I don't have that on the thing. I just sort of
Okay.
wanted to mention it, but I do have Texas bans porn, so it's kind of like the same.
Dude,
They
taking
just
TikTok.
voted. The 3 liberal justices dissented, but essentially they're giving
Wow.
Texas the ability to do what they want at the border, which is
Cool,
a
boy.
huge step
Are you
backwards.
fucking kidding
And they must
me?
be pissed because now these guys can't watch Pornhub. By the way, Pornhub, if they outlawed Pornhub, what does that leave us with? 45 million other porn sites to
Right.
access at any
Or
moment?
any other site like OnlyFans.
Is there any reason to worry about?
No, like you're gonna ban Pornhub, but you can access porn anywhere else and probably in a better and
Who's
like
not
better
go-
way.
Who's going to Pornhub before X videos or X hamster?
I think the concern might be it's like a step towards whatever, that net neutrality stuff that they're always talking about. Like eventually you ban everything
with
with certain
supposed to
sites.
care about that? What happened to it?
It just didn't quite happen. I think there's just too much money flying around
That
the
guy
internet for
sold
people
it
to
to
stop it.
Verizon. That dude.
Pornhub already had to like scrape a huge amount of its library, I think, because I remember that being a story.
Pornhub is like almost what's on like late night HBO now. For the
The new
real
season of
good
Entourage
stuff,
really should be on
dude,
Pornhub.
for the real good stuff, you got to go to like other sites. I don't know why anyone will go to Pornhub. It's vanilla porn.
Texas is kind of sucking ass right now. Thank God I'm out of there.
Dude, Texas sucks ass big time.
Dude, Texas fucking reeks.
I'm sorry if you live in Texas and you're a liberal. I'm sorry to hear it.
But God bless America, and we love you.
We hope you've
we
got your
hope you're
papers
okay,
because pretty
and
soon you'll have to show them to
you
get
have to
into
show them
every
to get
Buc-ee's
into-
or like I don't
Yeah,
know.
they
Get
will
gas.
reject you at the door, but as always, God bless America. May we find freedom and safety with our guns and ammo, as well as any Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah.
That was like prayer, I think. That was a prayer of some sort.
Yeah.
Amen.
Amen. God bless.
All right, well, guys, I have to head out
Well,
and take this call. But
okay. Fiona's got a call.
That's what you gotta
Hopefully
do.
it's for something that benefits us all.
I hope
and
so.
not
I'm
just
trying
work
to
just for
get
you, so.
I'm trying to get money so I can support all of you guys.
Thank
If you
you.
guys have been gifting subs, I saw some of you in there. Casey's gonna go through them right now with you. I want to thank our sponsor, HardAudioCables.com. Save yourself 15% with the promo code QUIO. I'll be streaming. I might stream today actually, because I own a supermarket and I just can't like not be around it.
That's a really good point.
I'm trying my best to get my supermarket off the ground and profitable for the first time. Shout out to all of you that are. We also might have a movie night this weekend, by the way, on the Patreon. So take a look at the Patreon. I'm gonna post the voting for the movie that'll be probably this Saturday. So take a look there. Join us on Patreon. We'll have a show tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific, Patreon only. And join us there. Case, when are you streaming?
I should be able to stream tomorrow and probably Thursday.
That's right.
And then we'll see about Friday.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. That's right. Okay, take it away, Case. Thank
Oh,
you guys
yes.
for tuning in.
Chat, if you have any particular beat you'd like me to look up,
give him a beat.
let me know.
Give him something.
Could be anything.
God, what would a Pussy Posse beat?
Ooh, Entourage beat.
The Entourage beat.
Entourage trap beat.
Dude, hell yeah.
Banger type beat Entourage. What does that
Entourage.
mean? Sometime. Oh wait, I have it muted.
Dude, that graphic is.
That is. Look at this graphic, chat.
It's only got 4,000 views. Let's blow
Only
him up. Let's give him the
4,000?
Cream Team bump.
Shout out to InstuTrap. I'm not feeling the Entourage in this.
Oh,
beat
is it not
exactly.
good? Is it?
Well, I
Doesn't
would
have
love it
good
to
flow.
reference the song. I need an
Yeah.
oh yeah in
Yeah.
there or something.
Yeah.
But you take what you can
The
get.
flow on this is no good.
Ooh, it's slow.
Slow jams.
Yeah, we're
Oh, she
riding
forgot her
slow.
sunglasses.
Feet with no sunglasses. Okay, let's do the rap thing. I do it at the end of the stream, and I rap your names, and now we're gonna do it. Okay. Oh my God, man alive, best believe entity coming through with the 5, and you know that he could never make me feel bad. It is Junk Dog, Gearless Joe, Nomad with tier 1, and entity come through again. Gifted sub 1 month, my best friend, hype train level 2. Yeah, we do. Allied Biscuit also coming through. There's the beat. Waiting for it. Dropping rhymes so I can spoil it. Okay, dropping subs like that shit was their fate. But all along it was just a little haunted hate. 350. Nope, just 300 bits. But that's still a lot. Shadow Flame, you're the shit. Microphone 900 or maybe 750. Dropping all those beats because they fucking get me. Darth Gubbins. Yeah, they coming. All the Darth Gubbins hot bit rubbing. Rubbing like that Schneider. Well, hopefully not. Just some addict drumming subs like it's hot. I worship Shadow. Oh my God, a whole 5. Keeping every community sub so alive. Underwent. Trent, we disconnected, friends. I think I'm off the stream, but I won't fucking end because I don't know. That was actually the last one. But we also this is probably only going to be on YouTube because I think we might have just disconnected. It says OBS disconnected. So I don't know if we're still on. Are we still on? I don't know. I think we're not. I think we're not. Okay. All right. The stream fucking drops, so that means that we're through. But one final shout out, 100 bits, Jiggy Maru, and that's it. All right, we're gonna stop it. Sorry for the drop stream. Normally I'd like to do a raid. Oh, you unplugged it? Oh, Fiona unplugged us. That's fine. We were basically done. Are we back on? Okay, well now there's a little incentive to check into the YouTube because there's just a full like 40 seconds of me being like, did it disconnect? Thank you so much for tuning in. I think Cass and I will be back tomorrow. The rap was honestly, she cut it right when we were on like the last one. But then there's about 40 seconds of me just being confused. Have a great day, everybody, and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.